That's what she said yesterday. And
But then she said, well, I need some, because I was upset that Marcellus was being so wishy-washy.
But see, the thing with Marcellus, what bothers me is that he came out and said he made a promise to Diane to not vote against her. Now I hear that he's changing his vote. So right there, you establish yourself that your promises don't mean anything. That bothered me. It's like he sat there from you, myself, and Howie and said he made a promise to keep Diane.
Now he's switched because he said, I want to get rid of Diane because, well, it's obvious that she's very comfortable hanging out with Susan all the time, and Nakomis is kind of like, I hate them kind of thing, you know, like I don't like their behavior. So Marcellus was like, I'm gonna change my vote.
He's gonna change his vote.
And if he changes, I mean,
the thing is, it's like, I was in here and I was upset. I don't know if Erica mentioned this to you, but I was really upset about the whole Marcellus thing because I'm like, just the night before, he was having me explain to him my reasons, and I'm like, okay, if you already made a deal with Diane, a promise, then why am I even sitting here trying to explain myself? Why am I, like, for hours on end, over and over? And then I mentioned your name. I'm like, take for instance Diane or Danielle. I'm like, she didn't commit. She said, I have to think about it. I have to talk to them, and then I'm going to vote. And I said, that's fine. I said, the vote's not the problem. It's the way it was you went about it.
The
delivery.
Right.
Just made me really upset. And so, I guess the point is, I don't know. And then Eric was like, well, I don't know what to think about it too. So.
The other thing is,
I know it's a close call. I mean, I know both of them are good players, but
have you guys thought about this? Have you guys thought about calling Jase in? And just, because I called them out. I was like, it's rumor is y'all going to Mrs. Smith Alliance and that y'all going to work with Chilltown. Straight up. I was not BS. I said, I have no reason to BS with you. This is what it is. You guys had a pregame alliance, blah, 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 blah. And his eyes got this big. He freaked out because you said he was up. So I'll talk to you more about it tomorrow. Why not, I mean, just when you call people's partners out, why don't you just be like, this is the deal? Because Jase is smart enough that I don't think he made a commitment to Chilltown yet, but say, this is the deal, this is what we have concerns with. And see what he...
Well, the problem with Jase is, like, he came in here when I was at UH, he's like, yeah, you know, like, I like you guys, and like, blah, 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 and then he, like, completely changed, and now he's, like, with Chilltown, and, like, doesn't even speak to us. Like, I can see him a total floater.
Call him, Kaysar. I think you guys should just sit him down and say, this is the situation, Jase. It's been brought to everyone's attention that you had a pregame alliance with Diane called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay. The concerns that I have, Kaysar, that if we keep Diane in this house, then you two will go ahead and team up with Chilltown, who's made it very obvious that they're going to come after people that are close to. And then be quiet and see what he says.
I'll do that. But as far as you're concerned, you are voting to evict Nakomis.
I'm voting to evict Nakomis.
And that's 100%?
That's it.
Okay. And that's because you see her as a threat?
She's a threat.
Okay.
She's a threat. I tell you, like I said, when you talk to her again, you need to be very, because if there's holes in it, she'll find a hole.
Right.
A big hole.
Right.
And go through it. She's that clever and that smart. So please just make sure when you say, you know, you're going to go after Chilltown, you're going to go after Jason, da-da-da, and she says yes, then you need to say, so when you do nominate, name the two people are you nominating. Make her say it.
Okay. I will.
Okay? I said I'd tell you guys what I was going to do, so.
Yeah, no, I respect your decision.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Okay.
To figure out exactly what I wanted to do, you know, what you're really good at.
While I was outside, Jase already told me what she just told me.
What?
That someone came up to him and said that he's part of a pregame alliance with Diane, and that he wanted Nakomis to go, but he's like, dude, I don't want to be pinned with Diana. There's no alliance. He's like, I'll vote her out. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, if it's gonna cause me problems. He's like, I don't want to be associated with anybody. He's like, but I don't want to be a floater. But it's too early in the game. He's like, I'm not a floater, but I don't want to be. He's like, hell no, I'm not in alliance with Diana. If you want me to prove it to you, I'll vote her out.
Do you think you will?
And I'm like, look, I have reasons to evict either person. I mean, they're both really good. But, I mean, it probably would be nice if she left. And I can tell he really wants Nakomis to leave, though. But if I mean, I'll just tell him what I mean. I don't know. Part of me trusts him.
I know. Me too.
I do. I don't think he's. Like I said, I don't think he's committed. I don't think he's committed to Chilltown yet. He could, but I don't think he's committed.
If they get power.
If they get power, he hasn't committed to anyone. Like I said before, he hasn't committed to anyone, and I think he's just gonna keep it cool for a while. I do also think that he's also may not be playing the sequester.
Huh?
I don't think he's trying to. I don't think he thinks he's gonna make it all the way.
Why?
I don't know. He's laying low. He's laying low right now.
Yeah, but doing that made him a really huge target. Danielle was like, use the veto, get rid of him now. I mean, he doesn't realize it, but his name was brought up a lot.
Who? We're doing
Jase.
By doing what?
Because he's associating himself with Chilltown, he's making himself a huge target because he's the strongest player in that alliance. If it is one.
He doesn't realize that.
He should realize it. Smart.
To him, he doesn't think the game. He's just having fun.
Mm-mm.
We need to keep Nakomis in this game for so many reasons. She really makes people nervous.
No.
The weird thing is, I don't think people were that nervous until she came on the block. Then they became nervous. Then she became an issue.
Why?
I don't know. Like, it was almost as if they didn't really, like, she was like in the back of people's mind, but now she's like in center stage, and now she became an issue. Now people are like, oh man, now they're freaking out. It's almost as if like Nakomis at one point was dormant, and now she's active, and now people are like, oh crap. Like, it's like almost as if like the people who, well, I don't really consider Danny a floater, but like there's several people, like Jase is scared of her, Danny's scared of her, and Erica is scared of her. Everyone's afraid of her. So
Don't you want to talk to Erica?
I feel like I could probably get Jase's vote before I get Erica's vote. Erica's gonna wimp. I'll be like, I don't feel comfortable. Watch.